Alright. I pressed the wrong button on the last video, so we'll see if this one works. Alright. Let's see what happens. Alright, now I'm live. This time I am not going to be inviting anybody to this video because I couldn't get out of it and I ended the other video. So, I'm just going to give it a second for everyone to come back on. Alright, so I'm really excited about today's topic because this is something that I practice myself and I use myself, and I have known for it to be effective and work every single time. So first I want to let everyone know that whether you share videos or not, this video is actually a good video to share to at least your wall, because for right now I'm going to explain what sigils are and chaos magic is, and then I'm going to walk us all through how to make a sigil, okay? So we'll be all doing this together, but then later, then you'll need to activate it. And the activation process of the sigil is, very personal, should be very sacred. So at least post this video to your wall, because after this video, because I couldn't do it beforehand, after this video I am going to post the link to how to activate your sigil, if that's what you want to do, okay? So at least share this to your wall so that you can go back to it later and you can click on the link. Alright, so just wanted to get that out there and let everyone know that's the best thing to do right now. So, those of you in the tribe who are in here, can you please share this to the group? Angelita is having problems. Okay, so, first of all, I want to address the word magic. So, the word magic, actually, kind of scares people away. They're like, oh, that's dangerous, that's bad, that's against the laws of the universe, it's, nothing good can come from it, sacrifices, blood, death, pain, it's, it's so not that. At least chaos magic isn't. There are, there is magic out there that does things like that, but chaos magic doesn't. As a matter of fact, chaos magic is pretty much just a way of looking at things, in all honesty, that kind but the word magic kind of scares people away. Chaos magic and sigils are very natural. They align with the natural laws of the universe, and I personally will not do anything that will cause anyone harm or that will have any negative effects whatsoever on anybody else or myself. So if you're on here and as a matter of fact, if you're on here and your intention is to cause somebody harm or cause something harm, the way that this is going to work is that it uses it's kind of a step up from the law of attraction. And what this is going to do is, dang it, I'm lagging. I can see that I'm lagging. Shoot. Oh well, I'm going to keep going and I just hope that it stays okay. So, this, it's kind of a step up from the law of attraction. And, so, the way the law of attraction works is what you put out, you're going to get back. So if you come into this video today looking to cause any harm or anything negative, you're just going to get that back. Okay? That's just going to come back to you. Alright? The way that sigils work is it's between you and the universe. So it's important to, you know, keep that in mind, all right? So, oh good, I'm not lagging. Okay, good. So chaos magic, all right? So I wanted to get the word magic out of the way. But chaos magic, it uses belief as a tool. You know, usually, you know, the way that things usually are, it's where the belief is the end, you know, where in chaos magic, the belief is actually the exact opposite. And chaos magic works to, you know, deconstruct and construct just continuously and over, deconstructing and reconstructing our belief system and our reality and the way that we see things. So really, chaos magic is actually just, chaos magic is actually, the word chaos is actually just because of the constant change in it. You know, it doesn't align with one belief because it's personal, and it's our own specific way of seeing things. So if you already have a, you know, certain, you know, religion or, you know, ritual or practice that you have, this can kind of just go into it to have a different, you know, perspective on what it is you're doing. So that's all that chaos magic is. And then it's just us using our beliefs. It's our beliefs are the tools, and it's us using the tools and not our tools using us, if that makes sense. So those of you just coming on, I'm recommend sharing this video to your wall, because I'm going to go through the process of, you know, explaining what sigils are, and then we're gonna go through and create sigils together. But then after the video, I'm going to be posting a link in the caption on how to activate your sigil, and so and how to activate your sigil. So if you don't share videos, at least share this to your wall so you can come back to it and write those, and come back to it, and so that you can click on the link to activate your sigil, which is actually a very important part in making sure that it gets manifested, that your intention is manifested. So sigils, they sigil, the word sigil actually stems from the Latin word, the origin of the word, the Latin word sigillum, which means seal. And that is exactly what a sigil is. Also, it is a symbol. So a sigil is kind of, it seals the deal of what you're wanting to manifest. It completely just seals what it seals in all of what you're wanting. It's sigils. Sorry. It's S-I-G-I-L-S is excuse me, sigils is the name of it. And so it seals the deal of whatever you're wanting to manifest. It makes no barriers. It creates a completely, you know, blank, not blank, but a very potent, you know, it makes it very potent, and creates a solid platform for your manifestation to and your intention to be and allow to grow and blossom. And you know, when you create a sigil is just a symbol. Okay, a sigil is just a symbol. This on my forehead, that's a sigil. It's actually the Eye of Horus, and it's just a symbol. The reason why, you know, companies use symbols, they're not just symbols, they're actually sigils in their own way, because of the way that the subconscious works. whenever you see a certain, like the peace sign, for example, whenever you see that, you automatically know that that means peace. And that is what sigils are. We make our own personal symbols or sigils to leave our own personal imprint on them. Only we know what they mean, and so they are untainted by any other perception. And making your own, you can find them all over the internet, but in making your own, it makes it your own. It's not tainted by anything else or anyone else's beliefs, or it makes it extremely sacred. And this is why it's also so effective too, because it's between you and the universe, like I said before. And sigils are just broken down into, sigils are just the English language, or any language you want to use, as any language you want to use, broken down, turned into a symbol, so that way it kind of goes into your subconscious mind. Every time you see that symbol, it gives it more power, because you automatically associate that symbol with what it is you're trying to manifest. And hieroglyphs are sigils all on their own. The McDonald's sign, the M, is a sigil all on its own too. And they do this because they know it goes into our subconscious, and we immediately associate it with that, and we just give it that much more power. That's kind of why they are so much more power, or that's why they're such a big company. They know those secrets. And it's important when we're doing, and it also gives us, magical authority. Doing sigils is actually, it breaks down, because, okay, with the law of attraction, you have to feel something. Feel like you already have it in order for it to come to you, right? Well, sometimes that doesn't happen because we've never had that happen, and so we don't know how that feels to have what it is that we're wanting. And so the reason why this is kind of a step up from the law of attraction is because it completely breaks down any barrier and any limiting belief that you have about what it is you're trying to manifest. It gives you, this magical authority over, that specific intention and this sigil, and and all of that. Every time you see it, it gives it power. It just feeds it and feeds it and feeds it. Some people, they create their sigil, and they draw it on themselves, or they draw it somewhere, or they put it somewhere where they're going to see it, so that way it kind of saturates it in the feelings and the intention and just everything, and so that it gives it more power. It makes it more juicy, I guess, and more powerful, more potent. And some people like to do that, and then they activate their sigil. Some have so much emotion, and this is the way that I like to do it. I like activating it right away. And some already have so much with it that they believe that it'll work either way. With this being chaos magic, it's really your own personal belief, whatever you prefer, whatever works for you. So even though we're going to be doing sigils today, after the video you may want to change some things up, do it your own way, and then after practicing this as well, you're going to be able to do it your own way too. You'll be able to just make one out of nowhere, or not out of nowhere, just make one on the spot. And the more that you practice this, the easier it'll get to find your own rhythm, your own way, That's kind of what chaos magic is about as well. That's one of the principles of chaos magic. And like I said, this chaos magic and sigils are actually a very wide, very big topic. So I'm gonna squeeze in as much as I can. But let's see. You know, and sigils, they also encompass everything of the thought form and intention that you are making into that sigil. You know, it encompasses absolutely everything into one symbol. You know, into one symbol. Everything that has to do with that manifestation. Everything that has to do with that intention. It puts it all into that one symbol. And that's why they are so powerful and also so sacred. So, Archangel King actually said each sigils correspond to specific spirits. As a matter of fact, back a long time ago, yes, that's what they were used for. They were used to call upon demons. They were used to call upon angels. But it's changed over time because of it being a chaos magic. You know, it changes. It's constantly constructing, deconstructing, constructing, deconstructing. So for these, now they are used to manifest our own intentions. And this is, so this is what's going on. So yes, back in the day, a long time ago, that is what they were used for. But now, now we're using it for manifesting our own intentions. So, and symbols, sigils being symbols, symbols are the language of the subconscious mind. Whenever your subconscious mind sees a word, it just sees the words, the letters as symbols. It sees the sound, and you know, like you see A, it says ah, okay? It sees it as the symbols. It's the language of the subconscious mind, okay? And which is another reason that, like I said, companies use sigils or symbols all the time for what they are trying to put out there into the world. So let's see. I'm pretty sure that is all that I have to say about sigils. So that is what sigils are. Sigils are just extremely, you know, powerful and sacred symbols. It's very personal to you and the universe. So, you know, every time that I have used them, it's been effective. Every time that I've done sigils, it's done the job, because it's just between me and the universe. And, you know, the way that they work is honestly completely up to you. If you want to share this, your sigil, with somebody else, and you believe that it will add more power to it, go right ahead. If you want to keep your sigil to yourself because you don't want it, you know, tainted by other people's beliefs of it, then that is okay too. That's the thing about chaos magic, is that it's all, you know, personal, our own, you know, what works for us. And that's kind of just the way that it works. And so, you know, so whatever you're wanting to manifest, excuse me, make sure you have that, because I'm going to, so think about, for those of you coming on, if you didn't see my post the other day, get a paper, a pencil, and think about what you want to manifest, okay? Think about what it is that you want. And while I wait for this for a little bit, while I wait for this, let me see if I'm still going live. My computer said that I'm not, but it looks like I am, so let me see. While you're thinking about that, I'm going to be lighting some sage and setting the tone for it, okay? Alright, cool. 111 viewers as soon as I saw it. How cool is that? Alright. And somebody said that's an illusion. Well, isn't everything? Isn't everything? Isn't what you said really an illusion too? This is for, you know, like I said earlier, magic is a word that people like to shy away from. Magic is actually just, you know, using or bringing things from the unknown world to the known world. And what is the unknown world? Our mind. Okay? Our mind is the unknown world. And that's all it's coming from. If you were to go back in time and show them how a fan works, they'd be like, oh, sorcery, burn her at the stake. So, you know, but we know, because just because there has been science behind it now, we know, you know, that's not some dangerous, scary thing. Okay, so it's nothing to be afraid of. It's been so, you know, misunderstood, just like many other things. Okay, so okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. That was actually a point I was going to make anyways, but I forgot. So think about what you want to manifest, get your pens and papers ready, and I'm going to light the sage to set the tone. So I'm lighting the sage right now. Make sure you're, you know, focusing on what it is you want to manifest. Make sure you have your pen and paper ready. And using sigils, this is just simply a natural law, okay? It's the better approach to the law of attraction. It's just using the law of attraction kind of like a step up from it, okay? It's a natural law. It's natural. Alright, thank you, Nikki. Okay, so I'm lighting the sage. Alright. So be sure that you have what you want to manifest, what you want to bring to be. Okay. Alright. Now, we need to center ourselves to get this started, because this is a sacred, you know, ritual we're going to be doing. So I want everyone to take 3 long and deep breaths with me, okay? Starting now. Alright. Okay. Alright, so let's get started. I hope everyone has their what they want to manifest. Okay, so I did mine ahead of time, so that way it speeds it up and I'm not sitting here you know, just taking forever writing it out. So the first thing I want you to do is write out your intention in the form of already having it. So what I did is I wrote down, I am at one with all things. Okay, obviously I already feel this way. This is already a belief system I have, but this is just for an example. And you could do this with a certain mentality you want. a certain belief you want to have, a certain, physical thing that you want to have. It can be used for anything. So for this, I chose I am one with all things. So write it down as if you already have it. Okay? And if you want to share it with the world, then you can comment it below. You don't have to. This is all up to you. This can be very sacred, very secretive for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. I'm giving you all some time to write it down. Alright, so I hope you wrote it down. Because the next thing that you need to do now, and I wrote this all kind of in steps on this paper, so the next thing that you need to do is cross out all of the vowels. See what I did there? Cross out all of the vowels. And I see some of you sharing your manifestation, and I am so grateful that you are comfortable with that. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. I love you. Okay. So, hopefully by now you've crossed out all the vowels. Now, write what you have left below so that it's not so messy for you and you don't get confused. And that's what I did here. Is below that, I kind of, after I crossed out all the vowels, I wrote what was left. I got the M, T, W, things like that. So, write what you have left below what was written. Thank you all for sharing your manifestations. I love you all. I am sending you all right now even more manifesting energy. Manifesting abundant energy so that what you're trying to manifest will be. It will be anyways. That's what's awesome about sigils. But giving you a little assistance in case it's needed. Okay, so hopefully you wrote down what you have left. Now the next thing that you need to do is so you have nothing but consonants right now. What you need to do is cross out the multiple consonants. So this is what I have for that. So if you have more than one L, cross out all the rest of the L's. If you have more than one M, cross out the rest of the M's, and that's what I did here. You can see it. Oh, not supposed to see the next steps yet. There we go. So that's what I did there. I crossed out the multiple consonants. See how there's a T right there, and then there was a T like over here that I crossed out. So cross out the remaining consonants. And for those of you who are saying this is demonic, satanic, or anything like that, it used to be used to summon demons, and it used to be, but it also used to be it also used to be used to summon angels. Okay, the thing about chaos magic, like I was saying earlier, is that it is constantly changing. It's just a viewpoint. Okay, so if this doesn't resonate with you, then leave. I love you, but this isn't for you right now, so bye-bye. Okay, now we're using it to manifest intentions with love. Alright, so hopefully you crossed out all of the multiple consonants. Now, right below that, them in a jumble, okay? The rest of the words that you have left over, or the rest of the letters that you have left over. Here, let me bend this in a way. So you can do that in a, okay, so you do it in a jumble. And it can look like, and you could put it in a circle, or you can put it in just, oh, wrong finger, in a line of them. Okay, so whatever works for you, any kind of jumble that looks good to you, and go ahead and do that now. Courtney, I see you post what you got out of that. A bunch of jumbled letters. Looks like gibberish, huh? Alright. So hopefully you wrote your jumbled letters. Now, this is the fun part, okay? If this hasn't been fun for you, this is actually the fun part. Now you get to do whatever the hell you want with them, okay? Create your symbol. Look what I did here, okay? Flip the words, mush them together, or flip the letters, mush them together, put them together. See how okay, right here, let's see. I put the W, and I put the T, and I put the S, and the L, or the L. Just kind of make it your own symbol. This may take some time, so if you don't get it within, you know, the next few minutes, then you know, keep going, and you'll know when you have the right symbol. You know, you'll just feel it. It'll just look right to you. It'll feel right to you once you have it. And then that is your symbol. Okay, that is your symbol. And so mine turned out to be that. Okay, and this is my symbol for my manifestation of I am at one with all things. Okay, every time I see this symbol, that is what I am going to remember. That is what I'm going to remember. This was my symbol, okay, that I came up with. That just looked right to me. I liked it, and that's what it ended up being. You can make it whatever you want, okay? And you can make it whatever you want, okay? And you know, do it as many times as you want, all right, until you get it. You know, keep, you know, mushing things together, putting them on top of each other, putting them, you know, all over the place until you get the symbol that you want. And hopefully with this rambling, you already got it. If not, keep going. But after you have that, that is the creation of the symbol, okay? Like I said, I recommend sharing this video to your wall so that you can come back to it, because after this video I am going to post how to activate it. The reason why I'm not going to talk about it on the video is because there are multiple ways of doing this, okay? And some of them are, you know, may be quite personal, and you know, it's you know, specific to everyone. You know, this is yours, okay? This is what you, whatever you make it, okay? But don't forget that it works with the law of attraction, and so whatever you put out, you're just going to get it back, okay? So, you know, you want to put the manifesting of a car out, then you're going to get it back. But if you want to harm anybody or anything or anything like that, it's just going to come back to you, okay? So hopefully you have your symbol. Have it written down, and begin, you know, thinking about it. Think about the emotion you have for it, how this can possibly come to be. Think about how the symbol makes you feel, things like that. And then please share this to your wall, so that way you can come back to it and you can find the link that I'll be posting in the caption that will tell you how to activate it. The activation is a very important part of it, because it really does seal the deal, and it kind of puts the rest of it out there. Also, in the link that I'm going to be sending is also the steps that I explained. So any of you who you know, need some time to catch up, it'll be there too. So I love you all, and thank you for coming. And if you find success in this, please let me know. I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel, the Inner Essence on YouTube. It's the sunflower. It's just the Inner Essence. I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel, and if you have any success with this, please comment and tell me, or please message me. I will love to see your lives blossom into that of what you desire. So I love you all, and thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing, and thank you for the love. Namaste.